Someone in your life right now is keeping you as their backup wife and you don't even realize it. I'm not talking about someone who's confused about their feelings or taking things slow. I'm talking about someone who has you filed away in their mind as their safety net, their ultimate plan, the person they're going to circle back to when everything else doesn't work out. They're watching you shine, watching you build your life, watching you become more and more magnetic, and they're sitting back thinking they can just claim you whenever they're ready. This person might be a friend, an ex, a coworker, or someone who keeps casually checking in on you. What you think is just friendly connection or leftover history is actually something much more calculated. They've convinced themselves that you're going to be there waiting, and what I'm about to reveal is going to change how you see this entire dynamic. The star card flew out first, and I need you to understand what this means. You are not an average person walking through life unnoticed. You carry a frequency that turns heads, opens doors, and creates opportunities out of thin air. People are drawn to you without understanding why. You have influence, not the forced kind where you're begging for attention, but the natural kind where respect, admiration, and favor just land on you. You're the type of person who posts something online and it gets traction. You walk into a room and the energy shifts. You share an idea and people actually listen and implement it. This isn't arrogance, this is your spiritual reality. You operate at a higher vibration, and this person has been studying you from a distance, completely mesmerized by everything you represent. This person sees you as someone who attracts the kind of life they want. They notice who you're connected to. They notice how things seem to work out for you even when circumstances look difficult. They've watched you recover from heartbreak and come back stronger. They've seen you level up professionally, spiritually, emotionally. And here's what they've been thinking this entire time. She's the one. When I'm ready, when I've finished doing whatever I'm doing, when I've gotten this other situation out of my system, I'm going to make my move. She'll still be there. The audacity of this mindset is what's about to blow your mind, because while you thought you were just casually connected to someone from your past or present, they've been treating you like a retirement plan. Let me paint the picture of who this person is and how they see you, because once you understand their psychology, everything will click into place. The King of Pentacles is sitting right here in your reading, and this shows me that this person views you as their most valuable asset. Not in a romantic way initially, but in a strategic way. You represent stability, success, and long-term security to them. They look at you and see someone who's going to be successful no matter what. Someone who's going to be respected no matter what. Someone who has a golden touch where everything you invest in grows. They're not just attracted to your physical appearance or your personality. They're attracted to your destiny. They see the trajectory you're on and they want to be connected to that. They've literally been treating you like an investment they're holding on to, watching you appreciate in value, planning to cash in later. The Knight of Cups is here too, showing their secret romantic fantasy about you. Behind closed doors, in their private thoughts, this person has built an entire future with you in their mind. They imagine what your life together would look like. They imagine introducing you to their family, traveling with you, building something real with you. They've scripted conversations that haven't happened yet. They've pictured scenarios where they finally tell you how they really feel and you fall into their arms. This fantasy is so detailed and so real to them that they've convinced themselves it's inevitable. They think about you when they're with other people. They compare everyone else to you and find them lacking. You are their standard, their ideal, the person they measure everyone else against, and yet they're keeping this completely hidden from you. Now here's where it gets even more revealing. This person thinks you're naive. They don't see you as the spiritually aware, discerning, high-value woman that you actually are. They see you as someone who doesn't fully understand their own worth yet. Someone who's sweet and approachable. Someone who won't see through their game. They've been counting on your kindness. They've been counting on the fact that you're not suspicious or cynical. They think that because you're friendly with them, because you're open and warm in your energy, that you'll just be available whenever they decide to pursue you seriously. They've misread your authentic kindness as naivety, and that miscalculation is going to cost them everything. Hey beautiful souls, if you're already subscribed, thank you for being here. For anyone new, I'm Leo. I've been reading tarot and working with intuitive energy for years now. My goal is to bring you clarity on your divine love path while helping you stay empowered and never settle for less than you deserve. Now let's dive further, because this is where it gets intense. Let's talk about how this person truly feels about you, because this is what you need to hear. The Two of Cups showed up reversed, and this is the card of genuine partnership appearing upside down. There is real feeling here. There is authentic attraction and connection, but it's being blocked by dishonesty, by manipulation, by this person's refusal to be real with you about what they want. They're not being authentic about their intentions because they're trying to control the timing. They want to keep you close without committing. They want access to your energy, your presence, your attention, without giving you clarity about where you actually stand with them. This is emotional manipulation, even if they don't consciously recognize it as such. Here's what's happening in their internal world that they would never admit out loud. When they think about you, they feel possession, not in a dark or dangerous way, but in a "this is mine" kind of way. They've claimed you in their mind. They've decided you're their person, their match, their future, without ever having an honest conversation with you about it. They feel entitled to you. Justice reversed is screaming this energy. They believe that eventually, when the timing is right for them, they have the right to step forward and you'll just accept it. They've convinced themselves that they're doing you a favor by keeping you in their orbit, that they're protecting you somehow by maintaining this connection, that when they're finally ready to commit, you'll be grateful they chose you. What they don't realize is that you can walk away from anyone at any time without looking back. You're not someone who gets stuck on people. You're not someone who waits around begging for crumbs of attention. You have an independence and self-sufficiency that intimidates them, even though they're attracted to it. That's part of why they haven't made a real move. They're scared. They know that if they approach you incorrectly, if they come at you with anything less than their absolute best, you'll reject them without hesitation. So they've been sitting in this comfortable middle ground, close enough to feel like they have a claim on you, far enough away that they don't have to risk real rejection. In their private moments, they fantasize about being your protector. They see themselves as your future partner who stands beside you while you shine. They imagine being the person who gets to claim you publicly, who gets to tell the world, "That's my woman." They think about what it would feel like to have someone as magnetic and influential as you choosing them. It would validate them. It would elevate them. Being with you would make them feel like they've finally arrived at the level they've always wanted to be on. But here's the twisted part. They think they can have all of this on their timeline according to their comfort level. When it's convenient for them, they've been treating you like you're on a shelf waiting to be selected. Now here's what's about to unfold that's going to shatter this entire fantasy. The Tower reversed is sitting in your future, and this indicates a revelation, an awakening, a collapse of false structures. You're going to see through this person completely. Something is going to happen. Something is going to be said, or you're simply going to have a moment of crystal clear spiritual clarity where you suddenly understand exactly what this person has been doing. You're going to see the entitlement. You're going to see the manipulation. You're going to see how they've been keeping you as an option while exploring other connections, how they've been treating your presence in their life as guaranteed, how they've never truly respected your autonomy in this dynamic. The Queen of Swords is you in your awakened state, and when this energy activates, you're going to handle this situation with precision and finality. You're not going to be emotional or reactive. You're going to be clear, direct, and unmovable. You're going to look at this person and see them for exactly who they are, someone who thought they could play chess with your life and emotions. And you're going to remove yourself from the game entirely. Your words, when you finally speak your truth to them, are going to cut through all their excuses and justifications. You're going to say what needs to be said in a way that leaves no room for negotiation or manipulation. They're going to realize in that moment that they completely misjudged who they were dealing with. The Nine of Wands shows me this person's reaction when you pull away, and it's not going to be pretty. They're going to be defensive, confused, wounded in their ego. They're going to try to make you feel like you're overreacting or misunderstanding the situation. They might even try to flip it and act like you're the one who wanted more from them than they were offering. But what's really happening is that their entire future plan just collapsed. The Ten of Cups reversed confirms this. They had a whole vision of marriage, family, partnership with you that was never communicated, never agreed upon, never mutual. And watching that fantasy crumble is going to devastate them more than they're willing to show. They're going to realize that you were never someone who could be owned or controlled. You were never someone who was waiting around for them to decide you were worthy of their commitment. They completely misread the situation because they projected their own limited understanding onto you. They thought that because you were kind, you were weak. They thought that because you were open, you were unaware. They couldn't have been more wrong. You were simply being your authentic self while they were playing games. And now they're about to learn a very expensive lesson about taking high-value people for granted. Let me tell you exactly what signs are going to confirm this entire reading and when this shift is happening. You're going to start noticing this person's energy more clearly over the next few weeks. Pay attention to how they interact with you. Notice if they're asking questions about who you're dating, where you're going, what you're doing. Notice if they're making subtle comments about your future or their future. These are reconnaissance missions. They're checking to make sure you're still available, still unattached, still there. You might also notice them trying to increase contact slightly, sending random messages, engaging with your social media more, finding excuses to be in your space. This is them maintaining their claim. The number sequences that are going to appear for you during this revelation period are 444 and 11. The 444 is your angels telling you that you're protected and that you're seeing the truth of this situation clearly. When you see 444 repeatedly, it's confirmation that you're not imagining things, you're not being paranoid, you're seeing reality exactly as it is. 1111 is the universe showing you that you're on the right path by choosing yourself over someone else's hidden agenda. These numbers are going to show up on clocks, receipts, timestamps everywhere. Pay attention. You might also have dreams about locked doors or closed gates, which symbolize the ending of this person's access to you. You might dream about walking away from a house or building, which represents leaving behind a structure that was never actually built on truth. Water appearing in your dreams, especially stagnant water, shows the emotional energy that needs to be released from this connection. If you dream about keys, this is you reclaiming your power and deciding who gets access to your energy moving forward. In the physical world, you're going to notice synchronicities that feel almost comical in their timing. You might overhear conversations about backup plans or people being taken for granted. You might see posts or articles about knowing your worth. Songs about not being someone's second choice might play randomly. The universe is going to surround you with confirmations that you're making the right decision by not accepting this person's terms. This is all happening within the next 1 to 2 months. Some of you will experience this realization even sooner, possibly within the next 2 to 3 weeks, because the energy is already shifting. Here's what you need to understand about your journey and why this situation appeared in your life. You're not meant to be anyone's backup plan, safety net, or eventual option. You're meant to be someone's intentional, immediate, clear first choice. The reason this person appeared with this entitled energy was to show you exactly what you're not available for anymore. This was a test from the universe to see if you would recognize manipulation disguised as patience, control disguised as friendship, entitlement disguised as admiration. And you're passing this test by choosing yourself. Everything you've been through up until this point, every situationship that didn't work out, every person who underestimated you, Every moment you felt undervalued, it was all preparing you for this exact moment. Your spiritual team has been training you to recognize your worth so clearly that you can spot disrespect even when it's wrapped in compliments. You've been learning to trust your intuition over people's words. You've been learning that someone finding you attractive or impressive doesn't mean they respect you. This person showing up with their backup wife energy is your graduation exam, and you're about to pass with honors. You carry a light that influences everyone around you. That's not ego, that's spiritual fact. The star energy on you is undeniable. You make people want to be better. You make people want to level up. You inspire transformation in others just by being yourself. This is why people are drawn to you, why opportunities find you, why favor follows you. But with great light comes great responsibility to protect your energy from people who want to benefit from it without honoring it. This person thought they could bask in your glow while keeping you in the shadows of their life. That ends now. While you're in this awakening energy, here's what you're going to do. You're going to continue being exactly who you are unapologetically. You're going to maintain your standards without explanation or justification. You're going to trust that the right person, the person who sees you clearly and pursues you honestly from day one, is on their way. You're not going to dim your light to make anyone comfortable. You're not going to pretend you don't see through games to keep the peace. You're not going to accept crumbs of attention from someone who's been treating you like a retirement plan. What you're not going to do is equally important. Don't confront this person trying to get them to admit their intentions. They'll lie, deflect, or make you feel crazy for perceiving what you accurately perceived. Don't wait around hoping they'll suddenly become honest. People show you who they are through their actions over time, and this person has shown you that they view you as an option, not a priority. Don't lower your standards or second-guess your worth. Don't let anyone convince you that you're too picky or too demanding for expecting transparency and genuine effort. This is happening faster than you think. The tower reverse doesn't drag out its lessons. Once the truth becomes visible, everything shifts rapidly. Within the next month, you're going to have complete clarity about this person and this situation. You're going to feel a weight lift off of you that you didn't even realize you were carrying. The confusion is going to dissolve. The questions are going to be answered, and you're going to move forward with a level of discernment and self-respect that makes you absolutely untouchable to manipulators. Your angels are orchestrating every detail of your love life right now. They're clearing out everyone who doesn't have pure intentions. They're removing people who see you as a resource to be used rather than a person to be cherished. They're making space for someone who's going to pursue you correctly from the beginning. Someone who's going to be clear about their intentions. Someone who's going to treat you like the rare, influential, magnetic woman you actually are. Trust the clearing that's happening. Trust the standards that are rising within you. Trust that you're being protected from connections that would waste your time and energy. If this reading resonated with you, drop a star emoji in the comments, so I know this message found you at the right time. I have another reading coming about the person who's actually ready to choose you intentionally that I think you're going to love. Hit subscribe so you don't miss it when it drops. I'm sending you so much love and clarity on your journey. Remember, you're not anyone's backup plan, you're someone's answered prayer, and that person is coming with correct energy and honest intentions. I'll see you in the next reading.